got Apple and Google, two tech rivals, teaming up in a massive project to help deliver contact tracing to Americans and people around the world. The companies would work together to notify users if they come into contact with someone who's tested positive for COVID-19. I want to bring in our Bloomberg News reporter, Mark Gurman, now, who covers Apple. Mark, you just got off a briefing call with Apple and Google. Still a lot of questions about how exactly this is going to work. Fill in some of the blanks for us.
Yeah, I guess one of the big questions people wanted to know was, when am I going to be notified? Am I going to be notified if I cross paths with someone on the street or in a grocery store? The answer is a little bit more fluid. This is going to be something that's going to be developed over time as we have more information. But one suggestion made on the call was if they're within the person's proximity of a couple feet for up to 10 minutes, that would allow them to notify them. Other questions had to do with if this could be used as a surveillance tool, which Apple and Google quickly shot down, saying personal information and location data is not collected in any central place.
So talk to us about the privacy and security concerns. You had lawmakers sending a letter to Apple after they announced this, curious about how this data is going to be used, what's going to be collected, who's going to be able to see this data, how long will it be held on to? Did they answer any of those questions, Mark?
Yeah, they answered a lot of the questions. The timeline of 14 days, which we've heard since the beginning of this pandemic in terms of how long this could be in a person's system, came up. It seems like once a person, passes through, they no longer have the coronavirus. They'll be out of the system. Apple said that this can be shut down at any time. Hopefully when the pandemic ends sometime soon, Apple will be able to basically just remove the need to have this in its operating systems. They emphasized, them and Google, that this is an opt-in situation. There was a question about what if governments start requiring users to use this Apple and Google functionality, and they both quickly said that this system was designed for users to be opt-in, not for something that a government can uniformly require. So they're saying all the correct things about privacy. Apple hasn't seemed to really let us down on the privacy front. I think people are more concerned about Google. But Google was, talking the same language as Apple in terms of privacy. And, as of right now, I don't think there's any reason not to believe them. This is a global pandemic, and they're doing what they need to do for this situation.